Hi, I'm Gus, Mercedes-Benz of Scottsdale, and today I want to talk to you about the all-new 2017 E300. So new for the 2017 E, and actually the whole line of our brand, is Distance Pilot Distronic. We've always called it Distronic. We talked about it in our last video with the S63, and what it is just a fancy term for cruise control, but it's adaptive cruise control. It's always let us go forward to back. But for the 17 model, what it's going to do is it's going to do the same thing in the sense of front and back, but side to side's changed. The S does it for 10 to 15 seconds, but the new E will allow you to let go of the wheel when it's in the right parameters and it's set appropriately. There's an icon that allows you to know when it's active, but the car can pretty much autonomously drive itself from a minute to 2 minutes, and then you get a warning that says, please put your hand on the wheel, and then you put your hands back on the wheel, it engages, and then you can let go. With that package, now we have active lane change. And what that's going to do is if you're driving down the freeway and you turn your blinker on, if the sides are clear only on the freeway, the car just automatically changes lanes by itself. So left or right, all the cameras and sensors read, there's no car, it changes the lane, your hands are off the wheel, and you keep going. So with Distance Pilot, which we just talked about, is going to be the cruise control, which is for freeways. Obviously, it's a highway system, so what about the streets? So on the streets on the S or the E-Class, it's going to allow you to, say you're coming up on a car too fast and the car in front of you slows down. You're going 30, they're going 15. They slam on the brakes and you do nothing. You don't change your braking, your steering, or your acceleration. The car can autonomously brake for you from 30 miles an hour all the way down to 0. Your seatbelts tighten up, your windows roll up, and it just gets you ready for impact. At higher speeds, say you're going 80 and the car in front of you brakes super hard. It won't brake for you, but what you have to do is once you give it the initial braking power, say you give it 20% braking and you need 80, the car will actually give the car 60% more braking. With that, on the sides, say you're going to get T-boned. You're going through an intersection and the car reads immediate impact. Well, what the seats are going to do in the front is right before impact, it's going to actually push you away from the side of the pillar of the car so that you have more distance between you and the vehicle's frame for side impact. So what we want to talk about today on the new E-Class is going to be the command system and the new features that it comes with. Standard now, for the first time, we get Apple CarPlay and Android Auto standard. But with that, you also get an NFC charging pad. So if you have an Android, a Galaxy 6, a 7, or any phone that's capable of wireless charging, you put it right here where the cup holder is, it lays flat, you get a charging icon on the screen, and you just keep going. Say you have a car and you just don't like, the way our operating system works, but you're an Android fan or you're an Apple fan. Well, when you plug either device in, it brings up your phone's apps, it brings up your maps, your text messaging, it allows you to do Google search or Siri. You can just say, hey Siri, find me the nearest Starbucks. It finds it. If you need Android Auto, hey, text Steve, I'll be late, I'll see you in 5 minutes. The car does everything verbally, you have to touch nothing, and it just gets going. It's really cool, it's charging, it's running, it's using the car, and if you're on data, the car is built-in Wi-Fi. So now you're running the car off the Wi-Fi, you're using the car's power source, and you're just saving money on your monthly plan. Okay, so we were talking earlier about the NFC charging pad. So like I said, if you have the appropriate phone that can do wireless charging, all you do is you put your phone right by the cup holder, you place it, you'll get a charging icon right on the display, and you know your phone's charging. Within Apple CarPlay, you can verbally text. So if we click message.
To whom should I send your message?
Brent Huey.
What do you want to say to Brent Huey?
I'll be there in 5 minutes.
You're saying, I'll be there in 5 minutes. Ready to send it?
Send.
Done.
And you're going. You never take your hands off the wheel, you're still driving, and you're good to go. It's effortless. So when you're in states where there's where there's laws against actually holding your phone and being on the phone, you can do everything wirelessly. You can talk wirelessly, you can answer your phone, you can send text messages, you can listen to Spotify. I mean, you can do anything. The third-party apps that you have, the car will allow you to essentially have your iPhone running through the command. I just wanted to thank you guys for coming out today and talking about the new 17 E300. It's a really cool car. It's got a lot of technology, but don't be overwhelmed or intimidated by it, because at our store, if you come in, When you buy the car, we go over it. After you buy the car, we still go over it with you. And we have a staff of just technology people that just, we're on call. If you have questions, and you're like, hey, I want a second run through on my command, or I need help pairing my garage, or I don't know how the Android Auto works. We're there. So you always have a live person to talk to. We do in-store classes. We do out-of-store classes. We're always here to help you. So don't be afraid of your car. Love your car, drive it, and just have the greatest time ever.